Hi, my name's Iain Wilson. I'm a researcher at the University of Oxford, the Nuffield Department of Clinical Neurosciences and the Nuffield Laboratory of Ophthalmology. I'm in my final year of a PhD, and in general, my work is about how augmented reality or wearable displays can help people who have central vision loss. So this year at ARVO, I've been presenting my work on face perception and how some image enhancement techniques that we have can be used to improve the visibility of a face for someone who's got central vision loss. My conclusions so far is that the image enhancement approach has worked really quite well for people with age-related macular degeneration. Some of the cohort that I've been testing have got Stargardt disease, which is a juvenile version of the macular degeneration, and I found that actually the younger individuals did not really have as much benefit or any benefits at all from this image enhancement. The sort of conclusions really there are that it's most likely to be about brain plasticity and how we're much more adaptive, much more malleable when we're younger. So if you have a visual condition that affects you in your teenage or your 20s, your brain adapts to the amount of information that's coming through to you. So whereas the older person who has perhaps developed their condition in their 60s or 70s is less adaptive to the information coming through to them from their eyes. So the approach has worked well, and I have an implementation which runs on a wearable display. So it's an augmented reality display which presents a small sort of television screen picture over your eyes. You still see the rest of the world around you. And then this can overlay this image enhancement on someone in front of you to give you a better chance or increase the visibility of the person who's in front of you.
How large is the wearable device?
The wearable is reasonably discreet. I would say they're a chunky pair of sunglasses at the moment, but because they are see-through displays, you can see the user's eyes whilst wearing them, so they're not completely occluded. So they really don't look too strange out there. They're slightly wider than a normal pair of sunglasses, but actually the height and width is pretty normal looking.
Is there a separate power supply, or is everything contained in the glasses?
There is a little lanyard which connects to a processing unit. So the displays are built by Epson. So they're the technical term is the Epson Moverio BT300 is the particular device, and I've been writing software and in collaboration with others, and it runs on their platform, and it uses the small video camera on the side of the glasses to take a picture of the scene, and we apply different filters, different image enhancements to try and increase the visibility of objects. Whereas I'm focusing at the moment on face perception. Also some of my other work that I haven't completed yet, but it's really focusing on reading aspects and how these sorts of displays can aid someone with reading and increase the visibility of text in their world.
Is there a voiceover option, or is this device strictly vision enhancement?
So there's no voiceover, it's just purely vision enhancement. The reason we've taken this approach is that computers can read things quite well for us. Certainly, I mean, handwriting is a little bit tricky, but they can do that. But we found that the majority of individuals actually would like to read themselves. People tend to have lost their reading ability, and they like that to be restored. And so if you can present them or provide them with a device that can restore that ability, I think that's much more preferable, or at least the individuals I've met have wanted that rather than having something read it for them.
What are your next steps?
So this research is currently funded by the NIHR, and that's the research arm of the NHS in the United Kingdom. And this project will be completed in probably October this year. The idea of this is to translate the research findings into a commercial venture. So we have some of our previous work which has been focused on people with tunnel vision, so the opposite to macular degeneration. We have formed a company which is actually making and selling these wearable displays to help those individuals. So the plan is to really take the findings of this research and commercialise it via this company route, and hope to actually get this technology into the hands of people.
Will this device be affordable?
So yes, the first versions of these are going to be expensive, but once we increase the numbers of making these devices, the price will come down. But we've always been very concerned, or at least very aware, that if you're making a device that is about accessibility, it needs to be accessible. So you can't make something that costs $10,000 because not many people are going to be able to afford that. It needs to be at an affordable price.
When will these devices be available in the market, and will you be marketing to the US or only in the UK?
As far as when they're going to be available, I can't make any promises, but hopefully in the next year or two. The company exists who are going to try and commercialise this, so they have the expertise in distributing these sorts of devices. As far as the regions which they'll be sold in, currently it's in UK, Europe, India and China are the main markets we're looking at. However, the device, it's currently labelled as a medical device, so it's accredited under the UK and the European legislation there, but we need to get it, I believe it's called FDA approval. So once we've achieved that step, then we'll be able to enter into the North American market.
Where can someone follow your progress or find out more information?
There is, the university website is a place where you can find more information about myself and the research project. The company is called OxSight, and they're based in Oxford in the UK, and so they are trading at the moment. As I said, they're currently working or currently selling a product for tunnel vision, particularly retinitis pigmentosa, and they have a website where you can gather some more information.